welcome to another episode of Meet the Community. I'm Phillipa, and today I have with me the beautiful Ngaire and Lulu, and we are here in Edgecumbe, New Zealand. Ngaire and Lulu have been at a mastermind event this weekend. They usually live like a few hours away, so they drove here yesterday for this mastermind event to be with their mentor T, a gardener who is in one of the other rooms. You'll probably hear like a lot of laughing and carry on back there. Just know that we're almost ready to start getting Lily. But we thought we would do this interview first because while we're here in person together, it's much better energy to do an interview here together. So Ngaire, you got started into the freedom era first, into the community first, and also purchased the high ticket offer. And then Lulu, you came in like a little bit after that. So what was your what was your decision making process in terms of getting started and going all in?
Yeah. So basically, I started in January this year, and but I had been in the community since probably August last year by just following Phillipa and T. And for myself, I am one that has to like really understand and know exactly that this is the thing for me before I go all in. So that's why it took me a couple months to figure that out. And then once I did figure that out, I literally just went all in straight away. And like in the first month of just starting the business, I can remember I did jumped on another webinar with Phillipa and T to just talk a little bit about my journey and my story. And since then, I've just like followed the discomfort and felt like I have grown so much since being in the business.
For real.
Hey.
Yeah, and like for me, I came under Ngaire, so I was initially first under network marketing. I came, and that just wasn't aligning with me, and I was just having trouble trying to get any type of financial gain through it. And I was just, telling Ngaire I would always come find Ngaire because we live together, we're sister-in-laws, and she was just like, hey, I've just come in contact with some amazing women, and like I really feel you need to be within this business, like you're in the wrong industry, Lou. And she planted the seed for me pretty much, and she kept watering that seed week after week. And it wasn't until I came from a really spiritual, powerful healing retreat was when I came, and I had left my network marketing company that I was with, and I was just all in from there, and the rest is history. And now here we are today.
So being here today, being part of this mastermind with T and some of the other people that are within the community as well, how important has it been for you both to be connected to others that are on the same path, not only in business but also like mindset, like they've got the same growth mindset as you?
Oh, it's been amazing. A huge thing for us is connection. For our embodiment connection team, it's like a huge part of us, and coming to the mastermind, it just took our team to the next level. It took us as individuals to the next level, because we all knew coming to this mastermind would move into the next version of who we want to be. And it's been amazing to do that with so many other wahine that are on the same path as you, because they understand you, they see you in your vulnerability, they see you for who you are, and they are there to love and support you. And that's how it felt for us here at at our mastermind.
Fully. And they give us so much empowerment and encouragement, in anything. Like, and having a collective like this, and when you enter industry like this, you really do need that support. It's the support in the community that make the industry really, or what affiliate marketing is, what this business is. It's your community, Without it, it's nothing. It doesn't exist, And just having like-minded wahine sisters and mamas that are within this, like, are from a cultural point of view, like for us, because that's really important, you know, because we are so connected to the land, to our whenua, to our papatua nuku, you know, to our tipuna, our ancestors, and it's really important for us to maintain that connection within us, you know, because we hold it so strongly within our heart, you know, regardless of how we feel, it's always going to be there.
Yeah, and with that cultural aspect too, like within Māori community, within Polynesian community, how has your experience been being part of an online business, in terms of, with so much that happens online is like not Māori and not Polynesian? Like, has there been some friction? Has there been some challenges? Like, what's come up for you both in regards to that?
For us, it's probably been the opposite. Like, people are starting to see that it doesn't matter who you are and like what background you come from, that you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. And so, like myself being Māori and Lulu being Māori and Samoan, we have found a place where we could really help other like wahine and other mamas just like us, that are Māori and that are Polynesian, that can truly step into the space of creating a business online. And you know, from you know, my own experience, like I never thought I would be able to do this, because it was never, I never saw this online. I never saw this possibility for us. And the more and more I step into this version of me, I understand, and from what I see in my own collective, that it is all possible.
Yeah, and like, you know, just touching on what Ngaire said, just being Māori, Polynesian of a Pacifica nation, you know, living and working like this is not normal to us. It's not normal, you know. So with this movement and this collective and what we have created, from a Māori and Polynesian perspective, you know, we're breaking the stigmas of how we were conditioned, you know. It's like a genetic conditioning of how we are living and working, you know. We're breaking all the stigmas, we're defying all the odds of how we were raised to live and work. And it's so powerful, you know, for all of our Māori and Polynesian, you know, women out there. It's so important to us, eh?
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to be perfect to do this type of work either. Like myself and Lulu, that's why when we are showing whatever we want to show, like our content and stuff, we show the real us. We show what it actually looks like when we're like doing videos. And because myself and Lulu actually lived together at my parents' house, because that's a long story, but there's space is a luxury, so we don't actually have all the fancy places to, like, we don't have all the spare rooms to create content and that sort of stuff, but we make with what we do. So you know, it doesn't matter like who you are, your background and or anything like that. If you're sold on the vision and you're here for it and you want to create whatever it is that you want to create, then just go ahead and do it. It's
and what I see from you both, just with you saying that as well, like you don't have the extra space to create content and to go and film videos and do live streams and stuff, but then I also see that you and Lulu create so much content and you're always giving value, no matter what. Like there's nothing that holds you both back, and that's something that I feel is super inspiring for people to understand as well. And also, like with you specifically, Ngaire, I know that when you first got started within the community, within an online business, it wasn't like natural for you. You hadn't really done it before in terms of being in things like this, being on video, taking photos of yourself, putting content out there. So how has that growth been for you from all the way back then to like now?
Oh, it's been massive, and a lot of it is to do with the inner work that I have been doing myself. And you know, like we're huge in our collective on inner work, and you know, we're always told that it's 80% inner work and the rest is business sort of thing. And it's so true, you know, like once you let go of the layers of yourself and the identity that you have created for yourself, you can start to create a new version of you every time and step into that version. And you know, that's how it's really helped my growth. Like I never thought I would be on here doing something like this. I never thought
even just doing this
and I never thought that we'd be doing a live. I never thought I'd be on a webinar, and it's just goes to show, you know, like anything is possible. Anything.
Yeah, we're at a constant level of reciprocal change, you know, and we're constantly shedding all of the beliefs and habits and behaviors and hardwired attitudes that no longer serve us, you know, and why we used to operate the way we did, you know, and this is why we are able to show up today and be on this video with Phillipa, and
and probably another big thing is just showing up.
Yeah.
You know, like you just got to show up. Like you know, we've all got our layers, we've all got our backgrounds, we've all got a reason not to show up. But the ones that continuously show up and just keep going, and just no matter how you might be feeling, no matter your current situation, you just got to keep showing up in your own way. They might not always be like on the camera all the time. It might be just you know, focusing on yourself, then coming back and going on the camera, you know. It doesn't have to be like, you know, fully showing up on camera, but that's probably been huge.
Yeah. What else has been uncomfortable for you guys to experience and to go through within creating and growing an online business?
Difficult. Probably it'd be
just getting that support around us where we live and what we're doing. Like, that's probably pretty much been our main focus, is getting our whānau focused on what we are doing, making sure we are in full communication and telling them what we are part of. Like, hey guys, we're a part of this you know, affiliate marketing business, and we just want your guys' support. That's all we ask. You don't need to agree with everything that we're doing, anything that we're posting on social media, any videos that you don't agree on, you know. We just want your full and loyal support in what we are doing and what we are trying to achieve, and you know, that's really important, especially within our household. If they see us holding our phones up and you know, they're like, oh, they're just doing a video, you know. Even the kids, they're aware of the video situation and what we're doing. When I tell my son, come on, you've got to be quiet for 2 minutes, please, mum's gonna do a video quickly, and they fully understand. And you know, it's we're so blessed to have a really understanding family like that.
And we keep the vision as well for all of us. Like, we tell our like our whānau members, like our partners, my mum and dad, our kids, like what our vision is and what we want to create. And you know, we get them on board that way, which helps as well. And you know, like we are truly blessed to have a really supportive whānau, and so that we can do what we can do. It's not always easy. It's like, you know, like nothing amazing is easy. Like, you have to really go for it and just keep going and just
push, perseverance, dedication, commitment.
Oh yes, I totally agree with like being able to enroll your whānau, enroll the people that are closest to you in your vision. And it doesn't mean that you're trying to get them started in your business. It's just it's just having that communication with them to let them know this is what I'm doing and this is why I'm doing it, and them understanding that, and then you're not getting that friction with your whānau whenever you're putting your phone in front of your face. And so like, what is your guys' vision? Like, what do you see for yourselves?
We want, we just see total freedom, to be honest, for us individually, and for our whānau we see freedom, like freedom from the systems, freedom from everything, and we can see this business as the vehicle completely to get us towards that freedom, that vision that we want to create for ourselves and our whānau. So
fully. Like, for me personally, I've always wanted to bring my partner home. I've always wanted to retire him. That's been that's my number one goal. It's always been my why, is to bring him home to be with our son. He's a hard-working truckie, DJ, you know. I just want him home, not working 60 hours a week, you know, just to make ends meet. You know, I want to retire him, and that's pretty much our why for both of us.
And then when we basically stepped into this business and being a part of our Embodiment Connection team, like, our vision has expanded from there. So that would be our individual for our whānau, but like the bigger vision is to like help raise the collective consciousness, but also help other mamas and other wahine that were just like us before we started the business, that were, you know, not fulfilled in their lives, and you know, really wanted more for themselves, but they just didn't know what. And we stay true to that. We feel that deep, and we follow that, and you know, and it's paying off because we all know that you know, we all know about energy and vibration, and if we feel that deep within us, then people are going to feel that as well. So that's really helped us on our journey in calling in our soul tribe.
Yeah, and what would be your advice to those mama, those wahine, those people that are watching and that are feeling like they want to do something like this, but they're holding back for some reason? Like, what's your advice to those people?
It'd probably be
my advice would probably be make the choice to change, because nothing changes when nothing changes, really, and you got to decide within your own free will to do it yourself and just change, you know, for your whānau, for yourself. Do something for yourself for once, you know. We as mamas, we share the same pain as you. We know what it's like to lose a part of yourself when you have children. We know all the time, effort and energy it takes to put into our child. You know, we know what it takes and what it entails, you know, and it is hard. It is hard, but you just got to take that leap of faith and trust, you know, that the universe will always have your back, but you've got to make the choice to change, you know, and the universe will meet you halfway.
And that's probably leading on to what I'm about to like, is follow your discomfort, is you know, really put yourself out there. And like, at first it's really scary, of course, because, you know, like, facing your fears is not easy, like, for anyone. Every single person that has to face their own fears is hard. But just lean into the discomfort, and you just never know what you can create from just doing that. And that's what myself and Lulu have discovered, just being within the business, is just truly just following the discomfort and seeing how it goes. It's hard, and you know, sometimes we're jumping on lives and before videos we're like doing breath work because we're just so nervous and so like we're just like but you know, it helps. But you know, like, you'll find your own way of doing things, but just follow that discomfort. Honestly, it's like terrifying at the time, but once you're over it, you just feel so much, you've got so much more confidence, so much more self-belief and worth, that you can do more. And then, you know, the next obstacle, the next fear comes up to you, and you just know that you can get through it. So yeah, it's probably it.
Amazing. Well, thank you both, Ngaire and Lulu, for taking your time and for holding off on getting litty yet, so we can do this interview with a sober mind. If you are watching this, please drop down in the comments something that you've taken away from today's share with Ngaire and Lulu, and just have the bestest day ever. Bye.
Ka kite.